Blasting waves to the ocean side. Aquamiles tide. We could play our part with every swell of desert wide across the oceans on this ride. The mysteries of the deep world untried in the Aquamiles where horizons glide. Welcome to the Aquamiles, riding with the tide. We're splashing through the waves, don't know where to hide. Feel the energy rising, we're surfing worldwide. It's the thrilling kind of ride. Come on and take the dive. There's storming still fear. Brace yourself and cheer.
Hey everybody, welcome to the second episode of Aquamiles, Tide to Tide. I'm your host, Aquamiles. With me, we have a second guest, the Pacific Northwest Zone, Derald.
What's up?
So, Derald, why don't you, give us a little rundown on who you are, and your interests, favorite HeroClix pieces when you started.
So I manage the shop that at this point the largest play group in Oregon's at. This will be our second year running states when they happen. Last year I came in second in our states playing a really dumb team of Miles and I's. It's mostly Miles' team, and I just made one or two little swaps to it, but Miss Minutes
Pretty sure
getting
he
banned
told you
was
not to play it, right? He said, "Don't
you
you do
did
that
tell
to
me
the
not
other-"
to. Yeah, you told me not to do it, and then I
And,
said, "Screw it! I want to get this banned."
Yeah, they was already getting dressed, and that's why it's why he had to, because not me, Miles had to go to Corey Franklin and had to tell him how to beat you, because I was not gonna.
Yeah,
He was not gonna let you win states with that garbage, miss minutes.
would have been hilarious to let me win states. Should have.
No, it wouldn't have. Miss minutes doesn't deserve a states win. Here does Mockingbird.
Yeah,
All right, so seeing as how you're a part of the biggest play group in the Pacific Northwest, let's make some enemies. Who's your top 5 players from Oregon in order?
that still play.
Yes, yeah, still play. Correct.
That'd require me to be able to pay enough attention to a game and not run around the play space answering rulings
No, let's
questions
not beat around the
constantly.
bush. Just give me 5 names. Let's do it. Let's make enemies. 5. You got it 5.
Can I just randomly call people out for stuff they f up on all the time instead?
Well, here, I'll give you my 5.
Okay.
Number 5, I have AJ Kilgore, one of the Clicks bads. He knows why he's a Clicks bad. Number
Yeah,
4,
I can agree with that one.
Number 4, I'm gonna give it to my 2v2 partner. I'll have him be number 4. That's gonna be Teresa. Number 3, I'll give you number 3. Number 2, I got Matthew Zielinski, and I'm gonna beat my own bush. I'm gonna say, it's me. I should be a back-to-back 2v2 winner. We'll get into the second 2v2 after. But Teresa was my partner then. Matt was my partner. So what do you think of my list? Do you think that it's inaccurate?
I think the top 3 that you have can shift around depending on the meta.
I guess depending on format. Okay.
Depending on format and what figures are meta, I think between you, me, and Matt, it really shifts around because the play style shifting changes who's able to play better.
Right. Who's the better Starro player between you and Miles?
You're a better Starro player than me.
I just need that. I mean, Miles, not me. I'm Aquamiles. Miles.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm not even here by myself. I totally forgot. We do have my co-host, not my sidekick, Gorn. I believe Gorn has a question or two for you, Derald.
Now, Derald, who is your favorite superhero?
Oh, I don't have a favorite superhero. I have a favorite super villain, Dr. Doom.
He sucks. I'd smash him with the boulder.
You'd have to get into Latveria first. And
Deal.
also, how dare you touch Doom's boulder?
I got money on Gorn. I think Gorn can do it. I really do.
Maybe if Gord's asleep. Maybe if Doom's asleep.
Yes. So, how do you feel the meta is currently?
For which format?
Any. Let's start with Pulp. Post rotation.
I think Pulp, for the most part, is in an okay spot post rotation. There's a couple figures that are going to be problems, I think.
Mhm.
But I mean, I haven't seen enough play for Pulp post rotation, but I think a lot of the problems, there's a lot of figures that were problematic for Pulp have been addressed with either bans, erratas, or rotating out of modern Pulp.
I agree with that. How about modern? What do you see as the tier 0 or like the team that you need to prepare for, or you're not going to be able to win?
Teams built around abusing Prime Colossus. That figure is stupid and overpowered.
Do you think it was an oversight, not him not seeing the bench list for silver?
I think he possibly should have been benched or put on the restricted list at least.
I think I'm not sure if restricted, but yeah, I feel that way. Before we continue, we do have a sponsor for today's show. Yes, Tide to Tide has its first sponsor, and it's a secret. It's powder, great flavor for yummy protein. You get strong. It's how Aquamiles beat Captain Calder at arm wrestling. That was the secret. So now you can be like Aquamiles and beat Captain Calder. Degeneration Clicks .printify.com. Order yours today. Okay. Anyway, I'm drinking my lovely stuff here. Let's go over some ruling things. This is actually one that's been coming up a lot online about when you have a game that's tied, but 345 to 300 due to elements of generate elements that got him points. At the end of the game, since it's only 300 points, do they roll off? Since at 300 points, the max that you can actually put
No.
in for a win.
300 points is the maximum you can score, but HeroClix has a built-in mercy rule where you can score up to 400 points in a game, and if you hit 400 points, the game instantly ends.
So I got screwed then. I'm sorry, man, Bats. Miles got screwed. Miles shouldn't have had to roll off with you. It should have been us and the Starflex troopers. That's final. What do you feel about the Mern interactions with PD as well as Prime Damon Hellstrom? Do you think that should get addressed? That it should only be for attacks? And then how else would you fix Mern?
I think Mern should only be able to affect attacks because, quite frankly, the way they've opened up the can of worms with those rulings for other interactions that he can have, if they don't address that, he's gonna need banned.
I think the easiest fix is that you can only line of fire not block if they're within 4 squares. So that way you have to bring him up. I mean, granted, it
Yeah,
makes
that's
his
another.
second trait a moot point, with the no modifiers. But I think that's the easiest thing. I'm a huge fan of Mern as a character from Peacemaker. So I would
Um,
like to see that errata instead of getting a ban, especially as an easily accessible figure that everyone can play. I'm also anti Kong errata.
I think switching him to it only working for attacks is a better call for that because there are enough ways to create oppressive situations in maps where even if they're within 4, your opponent can't get to Mern and you're just going to shoot the crap out of their stuff or abuse things.
Well, it currently does only work for attacks, but that's why it
Okay.
looks for other things. That's why PD works with it, and that's why the Damon Hellstrom. It's because
I
those all
think
happen during the attack.
I think it should specifically only apply to the character making the attack and nothing else involved with the attack.
Okay. Okay. Rebgorn, did you have any questions for our guest?
Let's see. In a fight, do you prefer smaller, sharper rocks or larger, blunt rocks?
Larger blunt rocks because it ends the fight faster.
Do you think you could lift them?
Yes.
Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I'm hungry. The grape is really good. That was a bad idea. Take it away.
Now, Derald, your middle initial is R. I heard that stands for restricted, like the new silver restricted list. Did you have anything with that?
Sadly does not stand for restricted, but I am part of how the restricted list came about. At HeroClix for Huntington's, I was talking to Aaron and telling him about a card game that I used to play and how they used a restricted list to deal with cards that were problematic, but they didn't want to outright ban. So they would just assemble a list of restricted cards, and you could only have a certain total number of different cards off of that list.
How come they didn't call it the Derald rule?
That'd be awkward because then they'd have to create meaning to Derald rather than just, people having to figure out who the hell I am.
Well, going back to HeroClix, tell me about the worst HeroClix team you ever made and that it got you smashed at an event.
Oh God. So
There's probably a lot of the teams.
it shouldn't have been the worst team I ever made, but for some reason it ended up being, and I don't remember everything that was on it. But I had a total of, I believe it was 8 probability controls using the Time Diamond Spider-Man from War of the Realms, and I could not roll a 5.
That piece is terrible.
It's not terrible if you can roll good.
How
What
did you
is
do in
your
that
least
event?
favorite team you played?
My least favorite team I've ever played?
Yeah, that was good.
Oh. This is going way back. I played 300 points of Rookie Bishop.
I said that was good that you won
Why?
better.
Oh, you said team that I didn't like playing that won. I won a 20-person event with that.
Oh wow, were you playing toddlers?
No, I was playing 300 points of Rookie Bishop. I had so many outwits, my opponents didn't have any powers.
Well, we need to run that game back. I want to see that happen.
I don't even think anybody that was at that tournament plays the game anymore.
Likely
Other
story.
than
Sounds like a bunch of quitters.
yeah.
Exactly. All right. Favorite genre of music?
Metal.
Favorite Star Trek character?
Loxana Troy.
Okay, so you're Metal Loxwana Troy. I love it. Go ahead. Come on. I need my muffin. Open the door. Yeah, just push it. Thank you. Yep. Thank you. Yeah. They're bringing me a muffin. I want a muffin. Yeah. Thank you. Yep. Scott. Yep. All right. Now the nitty gritty. Where do you see HeroClix in the future?
So I think one of the big things that would help HeroClix to grow so that we can see it stay around for a long time and grow the community, since with the price of the game, it's hard to grow the community, and people quitting when they get frustrated over little things is pretty common. They need to tap into some better third-party products, and we're starting to see it. So I'm hoping that like 5 years down the road, we'll see the product that would make the game explode, and that's when they start doing some stuff with anime.
Oh no, I don't want that fan base. I'll be honest. I don't want the anime fan base. This is
It depends on the anime.
that maybe so. I'm not sure if that would help them get more players involved. Maybe just sell stuff.
Which would help keep the game going.
Yeah, potentially.
Because having something where people are buying it as a collectible thing
Hmm.
or to play at home, because a lot of people who would be buying it for anime stuff would be playing it tabletop at home rather than going to events in all likelihood.
Okay.
That's a
That
relief.
would do like Commander has done for Magic and help the product grow.
Okay. Yeah. Now we do have Silver States coming. Do you have a team prepared?
Mhm.
Are you ready to share it with the world on how you are going to win states with it?
Um, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to win states with it, and I'm still bouncing between a couple of different teams. I mean, I can tell you about the silly jokey team I was thinking about playing.
If you tell me a silly jokey team and you don't play it, I'm gonna be offended.
You've already seen the team. Well, sorry, Miles has seen the team. I'm shocked he didn't tell
Yeah,
you about
no.
it, Aquamiles.
Aquamiles sees it or hears about it. You
Hmm.
are saying that it will be played at Oregon State's where he's judging. I think Funny Jokey has a chance.
So the team is 20 War of the Realms Loki,
Hmm.
um, Cosmo, the Legacy version, um, the Lucas, PJ, and Scott bystander, and then Legacy Apocalypse at 100 points is the Avatar of Khonshu.
Okay, do it. I think you can do it. Um, the Jokey team wins. Starro Mjolnir only got eliminated because it went up against the tier 0 team of Mystical. I still feel that. I still feel that the Starro Mjolnir team that Miles ran was perfect. And Mad Jim has me mad that he's banned. I'm not a fan of that. I'll be honest. Not a fan. Yeah.
I
Is
think
there?
him getting banned, while I don't like that he got banned, I think him getting banned was appropriate because he was a problematic figure.
Oh, he absolutely was. That was. I'm. Me and Mad Jim. We go way back. We're like some people in Colossus. I think if you're
You
gonna
guys
have Red
really both like
Colossus in the
orange.
yeah, if green and orange, the green ring, the orange suit, it's me. It's me. I think that this will be crazy. I think that if someone's willing to put the work into it, Aquaman will win states this year. I think the team is there. I just don't know if the pilot is.
I don't know. I mean, I think you're also putting it on Miles giving it favoritism in rulings because it's Aquaman.
Well, Miles is also the only person to win multiple events with it.
Yeah.
It's on HC units. It's proven. I think
Hmm.
you can say he's the greatest Aquaman player of all time in reverence of me. Truly is. Truly is. So who's your favorite Hero Click piece of all time?
Hmm. I mean, even though I haven't gotten to play it because it came out before I got back into the game
Mhm.
and the price was exorbitantly high, I really like God Emperor Doom.
Give him a go. I think there's a world that you can surprise people with him. Theoretically, arm wrestling match. You Rebgorn.
Hmm.
Who would take it? You want to go one-on-one with the Gorn one?
Let's do it.
What? Worlds.
That'd require me to have the money to go to Worlds.
Sounds like excuses.
Sounds like I already won. I won. Winner.
I traveled from Atlantis, which is all the way by Iceland. People are familiar with the Lost Empire. And I arm wrestled Calder live. And I was loaded. I'll be honest. I was on a drug. This pre-protein. I even have it custom made for showing.
That's how you got there. You were just chugging that, so you didn't lose energy, and you just ran there.
Yeah, and yeah, all the pirates, all the pirate booty. I had all the booty. It's very true. Do you have any last things that you would like to let the HeroClix public know? Let's get you known. Let's get Derald Clicks famous.
Just remember to be kind when you're playing. If you are being rude to your opponents, you're going to drive people out of this game. This game's all about community. And if you want to have a play group and want to be able to keep playing this game, you have to be kind and be pleasant to be around.
And I still want you to name your 5. I want you to rank 5 people. I want you to make enemies. I did it. I think you can. Let's call them out, Derald. You don't even need Miles on your list.
So let's go with... I'm going to put Ray Bodie as my number 5.
I like that. Yeah, Ray's good.
Because Ray's really good. It just seems like when he gets in, you can literally be sitting down with a meta team against something random that he built, and he will give you an amazing game or beat you. But then he gets into an event and just for some reason doesn't remember how to play the game.
Was that good?
I'm going to go AJ as my number 4.
He had a solid showing at the Rock Cup.
And then for my top 3, it's the same top 3 for me as it is for you. But like I had said before, it really depends on the meta on who's better.
Okay. Take that. Let's just no meta. We're going to have to get those 3 people, and we're going to have a round robin match. They're going to play the same team. Mirror matches.
300-point dark side for everybody.
That's too easy. That's too easy.
Well, that's literally who rolls well first.
Yeah, we'll have my friend Dr. Kanenstein build some teams. We'll see what Dr. Kanenstein can do. Did you have any last questions for him, Rebgorn?
Yes, I would like to know where the name Clickspads came from.
So Clickstads came from AJ and Chris deciding to do their own clicks thing, and they decided since they were dads, they were going to be Clickstads. And then they've just slowly started incorporating more of our local play group into things.
Oh, so that's dads with a D.
Yes.
That's misinformation on my end then.
Yeah, we thought it was Clicks Bads because they're bad at Hero Clicks.
Oh, that's just Chris.
Oh, is that just Chris?
AJ just can't read.
Reading is pretty hard.
It's very hard.
Yep. Literacy is a challenge in a lot of collectible games.
So
there's a reason that years ago when I judged Magic, I had a shirt that said RTFC. Read the F and card.
What are your feelings about casual players that don't play a lot, but have some very interesting takes on how the game should be ruled? Do you think that we should just... They don't know what they're talking about? Should we gaslight them?
So I look at that as a rule 0 situation. If you're just playing at home, you can rule stuff however you want, even if it's wrong. You're just going to hate it when you go to an event.
Being public about opinions when it's really hard for them to have an opinion on how the meta game is healthy when they actually don't play.
I mean, if you're not playing in competitive meta, why are you talking about the competitive meta?
Okay, that's what I want. Yeah, I want to make sure that we're all on the same page. I love me casual players. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I do love casual players.
Casual players are what drive this game. It's not the hyper competitive players. It's casual players at local shops are what drive this game.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, that is unfortunately all the time we have. I'm having the boss say, it's time. That's the wife. She's complaining. She doesn't know how it is. Not my fault. Yeah. Hard. Anyway, until next time, this is Aquamiles. Tide to tide.
Beneath our surface was the restart on the journey. Dive deeper, be apart from the cresting waves to the ocean side. Aquamiles tide. We could play our part with every swell of desert wide across the oceans on this ride. The mysteries of the deeper world untried in the Aquamiles where horizons glide. Welcome to the Aquamiles, riding with the tide. We're splashing through the waves, don't know where to hide. Feel the energy rising, we're surfing worldwide. It's the thrilling kind of ride. Come on and take the dive. There's dawn and still fear. Brace yourself and cheer. In the Aquamiles tide, our voice is loud and clear. Underneath the ocean skies where the big fish play, in the realm of the unknown we navigate this way. Stories wide like the ocean, currents strong like a fight. Tune into the Aquamiles where the truth takes flight. There's dawn and still fear. Brace yourself and cheer. In the Aquamiles tide, our voice is loud and clear. With every wave and storm and tell the stories we unveil. From the depths to the shore, our courage will prevail. So join us on this journey when the Aquamiles dream. We're truth in the savior around the seaside dream. There's dawn and still fear. Brace yourself and cheer. In the Aquamiles tide, our voices loud